All right, man, we're going to get right into it. 9for5 Industries has been going through different iterations with their bags, and I got every single one. Not every single color, but every single bag. I think they went through 3 different iterations with this bag, and I had to say they keep stepping it up every time, man. I have their latest version of this concealed carry bag. Now, if you've been asleep, under a rock, or just not on the internet, you probably don't know anything about what I'm talking about, right? So let me go ahead and give y'all a quick synopsis on the small bag of what they first came to the game with right here. This right here is the very first small bag, and it was a game changer when it was a game changer. It has that side pouch, YouTube, everything in here that I'm going to be showing as a platform, as a gun, is definitely, look, empty. Complete empty. We're not showing any platforms on here that are hot. This is not about the guns per se. This is about a unique, a more efficient way to carry, especially for me. I always say this if you caught any of my other videos. This is what I do at the gym. This is what I do in spaces where I'm wearing basketball clothing, or I just want to relax a little more and not have to worry about having something right against my junk. So this right here, drop that slide. This is a Glock 27, and it comes in, the holsters come in different configurations or different patterns, I should say. Let me put this firearm down. Empty and clear. Different patterns, I would say. This one is a nice, unique one, but this is their first iteration, man. 9for5 Industries. I'm digging the topo camo that I chose. And I was really fine. I was really happy with what they did in the beginning, which was put this Velcro on the front, allowing you to throw your slaps on. Or at least I thought I was happy. So this is a small little bag. We have a zipper compartment in the back right here. We got our zipper compartment back here. We also have a zipper compartment in the front. Now this is big enough to fit your cell phone in, big enough to fit, if you didn't want to have this extra piece right here, big enough to store your magazine, your keys. You got a vape, your vapor. Go ahead and put your vape in here too. Doing a terrible job at the demonstrations, but look, vape in there too. And they also come with like a little strap, right? I don't rock with the strap. I think the strap makes it more of a fanny pack. I think that's what all of us are trying to get away from. We don't want to run fanny packs, bro. So I took the strap off, which basically connects on, does this one have it? This one doesn't even have it. So look, that's another iteration. So this one doesn't even have that strap. All right, so let's just go ahead and continue to move on. They did a real good job with this first bag. I haven't had any issues with it besides that it's just small and only can carry those smaller platforms. We got our side compartment right here, which I thought was a game changer until, like I said, it wasn't. It got annoying a little bit. I got a flashlight, I got a knife, I got an extra mag, and I got a pen in here. We also have like a small lanyard type of device where you can put your keys on, but I never utilize this because I rarely go into this, you know, and this thing acts in the same way as the main pouch. It has a quick release tab right here, I should say. And the problem that you would have with this once you moved on up, or once they figured it out, or maybe other people already complained about it, I didn't have the issue because I figured out how to make it work for myself. But let's put it on. The problem that you will have with this is that sometimes this thing will get hung up, right? And the zip down mechanism on this is a little funky, as you can see. You pull real hard, then it can come down. Let me put the platform in there. Let me show y'all. Come on now, YouTube. Respect me. All right. So there we go right there. And we pull. I can still get in there and get it out. Simple. I can. But you would kind of feel a hang up at sometimes if you did not have this thing just right. Or even a little loose. Like you couldn't even really, if you zip this thing up all the way, it was causing those problems. If you left it a little loose, which I didn't see an issue with anything coming out on its own, but it allows for that. It allows for that. So this is their first iteration of their bag, man. Let's move on quickly. I'm already taking up too much time. I'm a talker, bro. So that's that bag right there. As you can see, I already had this thing on. Moving on to the next iteration of their bag. It was a little bigger, man. And I think this it came out shortly after the smaller bag. It came out shortly after. When I received the small one, I was like, dang, companies always do that, man. They're supposed to drop fire, but when you get something, you're kind of like, man, I wish I had the next one. So this one was a lot better when it came down to figuring out exactly what they needed to do as far as pleasing the customer and being able to provide you with a space for a bigger platform. Everything else is a little bigger too. And as you can see, wallet is in here. Keys are in here, all in the same pouch. Could even throw a vape in here. Boom. Easily zipped up. And the platform, looks a little snag right there, can still come out, right? Clean and clear, YouTube. Again, sorry, y'all, got to keep saying that. We know how YouTube treat these firearms channels, though, so we got to be cordial. So this one still has the same length tab. I would say that most of the features stayed the same on this platform, on this bag for your platform, except for, I got another one right here, man, just for demonstration purposes, so I don't got to pull this one off. But that extra strap that I don't see nobody wearing, man, it's kind of more of a fanny pack style, kind of turn it out. So let's get inside this one. Now, this one, I did have a little bit of complaints about. I did have to send this one back. This one has my a holster in it, whatever, for one of the platforms. I ain't gonna drag all that out. But the tabs are the same. And I think that with this bigger platform and with them making a bigger bag, I think they needed to make their materials a little tougher. Because as you can see right here, if you can see, pointed out right there, we have a rip in the liner. So if I was to unzip this all the way, this would come off the track. It will come off the track of this thing right here, man, which was hella annoying. So I would have to unzip it in a way that will make it kind of, stop halfway. Still can get the platform out, but I say that the durability of this bag is way less than this bag. And I think that it was just because, when you make things bigger and they're carrying a lot more weight, you got to take that into consideration. I think that was it was a new company then. It's still fairly new, but it was a newer company. So you got to take into consideration all those different things that kind of can go into making your product a little more wonky. But I still rock this bag every day. And as you can see, this one comes plain Jane. It comes plain Jane. You see me right here. I have a patch on here, and that's because I put the female version, the female Velcro on this side, and it's pretty cool. But like I said, this was still at a time when I was trying to just get patched out. I had a lot of patches, and I needed a place to put them, and I wasn't trying to just stick them all in my safe. So I would say that, let's give them a quick rating. I would say that this bag is actually, even though the size is small, even though everything is smaller on this bag, I would say this bag is an 8. This bag is above this bag. This is like an 8 right here. Even though it's for smaller platforms, it can get tight, but you can, loosen it up and figure those things out. This particular bag had its issues. Even though I got this one on right now and it doesn't, I would say that this bag is a 6.5, a 7. Let's give it a 7. It still did its job. And obviously this one is kind of retired. I'm going to put some like crazy glue or something on here. Y'all tell me what I should do on here to make this thing work. Get it re-sewn or something like that. But I feel like this bigger bag only works good right now because of the platform that I have in there. You heard that snag up, right? Because of the platform that I have in there. This is a small little micro dagger. So this can actually, maybe not in length, but it probably could fit the other bag just as well. So like I said, with this bag, still with the smaller tab, this was a doozy. And this was like something that you had to get over. With everything that you do, you got something that you got to get over. A mountain you got to climb, some stairs you got to go up, an escalator, whatever you want to call it. But you still need to angle this in the corner, and then we're still recommending like pull towards this way. So I'm still pulling downwards. So look, let's see if we can get a clean one. If not, we're just moving on. Look, clean one right there, right? Pull towards the side. And that opens it up all the way. And I mean, that's what you're supposed to do with the other one as well. But it's such a small platform. Mine's was getting hung up. If you don't do it right, it gets hung up on just this shoe right here. Just this shoe. So that ain't even a mag extension. That's literally full legal on YouTube. It's just a pinky extension. It doesn't add anything to the magazine or anything like that. But it had issues with that. So now let's move on. Let's go ahead and move on to the big dog. All right, so this is the newest bag by 945 Industries. And this is still kind of an exclusive new bag, if I should call it that. I think they only was releasing this particular colorway around Valentine's Day. And I kind of think it's for the girls. But I don't care, man. I just wanted something different. I didn't want to keep running black. I'm not a fan. I rock FDE so much, I don't want to wear it on my bag too. Right? I wear FDE pants all the time, stuff like that. So I did not want to rock this on the bag. This bag feels so much more quality. Even though it looked like, it looked a little different when I first seen it. It looked like a reflector, like a bike reflector type of thing you would wear just to be safe. But, hey man, it's still nice. The straps are a little better. The stitching is 100% better. They've doubled up the stitching around those edges where it will come all the way down and you can potentially have that same issue that I had. I don't think that'll happen no more. The pull tabs, as you can see, are gigantic compared to the other stuff. And it has this material on it, easier to grab. Like the other one has their logo on it. And I just feel like the texture or the way that the texture is on the other one, because it's made out of the same material, but it just sticks to your hand. It screams, pull me. It's screaming out, pull me. Let me get y'all a closer one. It's screaming out, pull me right there. So this is the X-pac. I think these other ones, this is the q.a.p.s, or whatever you want to call it, right? It don't got the name on it, but this is the X-pac. And they did their thing with this one, like I said. I feel like it's a little bit, let me see. Let's just check. Size comparison. I think it's a little bit bigger, as in taller, like not wider, taller, up and down. It's bigger up and down than the other bag. It's bigger up and down in my opinion. They eliminated the extra pouch. And until I didn't have it, I really didn't know what I was gaining. You thought I was going to say I didn't know what I was missing, but I didn't know what I was gaining. Having that extra pouch creates a bulge right here. And it's also just another reason for somebody to say, what does he have? What does he have? I got nothing, sir. So, longer tab, right? Look at that. That crazy easy, bro. Crazy easy. Out. I consider this a full-size platform right here. We all clear? Let's drop that. And then we got a section at the bottom with more Velcro for your magazine. They did not forget about you having the ability of carrying another mag. But they decided to take that tension off your side and get rid of that pouch. Now that, you can say that kind of takes away from it a little bit, because you could put a lot of other things in that pouch. Like I said, I had 2 mags in those pouches. And I also had, on top of the 2 mags, I had a place for pins and all that stuff. But it's more than enough room right here. I said way more room. Equal amount of room. Just more room for your platform, though. Keys. And ain't it, let's just put it in there jumbled, man. No type of way. And then let's just throw something else in there that I wouldn't even have in there. Let's just try to see how stuff you can get it. We got 3 items in there right now. We got, what else can I put in here? Let's put a mag in here if I want to. And then you're like, that's too much. But then you put it on top. Boom. Bulky as hell. If you bulk this one up like that, you're going to have trouble pulling pulling the tab, right? You're gonna have trouble pulling the tab for bulking this one up like that. Also in the back, my phone is in use right now, but you still could put a phone in the back. Now let's see. Still just comes down normal, and you on there, right? Like, big change in the game. I'm waiting for him to come out with some brand new colors on this bag, man. I would love like something to go with everything else, man. Like some blues, some reds. And I know they got them already, but I'm talking about in this bag, in this material, man. This material just feels so much better than the I don't know what this is. I don't know. Let me see if I can find some info real quick. They got, they got the tag and stuff. Let's see if it say. Polyester. This obviously ain't polyester that's on right now. Obviously not polyester. So this thing right here is the GOAT bag. If I didn't want to keep switching out my platforms from bag to bag, I will retire the other ones. I say this is my best bag, but I barely carry this one because all these patches, right? And I don't want to take the patch. I mean, it's a dilemma. I don't want to take the patches off, but I won't. I don't want to carry this that much. So obviously this has a Glock 27 that's in 40. I carry this like when I'm in the woods or something, just as a backup, something I can arm somebody else with if needed. Funky color in this, but it's cool. Most comfortable bag they got, period. The fastest access to your platform, period, in this bag right here. I still carry this one the most, only because out of everything that I said, I'm contradictory. But it's black, and I can still carry this to work without no issues. And I know the platform in there is small enough I can get to it, so no issues. But if you want to carry your bigger things, this is where you should go. This is where they said you should go at the beginning, but I don't think this is good for big platforms either. I think this is the only way to go for them. Slicker zipper material, longer pull tab, up and down, taller. This is the way to go. 945 Industries, man. I've been rocking with them for a while. I still appendix carry everywhere I go. But if you want to carry on the go or just 2 times like I do all the time, then I think that the 945 Industries bag is truly the only one on the market that's standing on everything. Forget the Vertex, forget any of that other stuff that you rocking. Integrated holster, switch them out, a place for the mag, comfortability, quick access, and truly probably the safest one out there. I'm John Wick 2.0. Warriors, you already know, hold the door open for the next man. I'm out. Hey, grab you a 945 Industries bag, bro, if you want to carry on the go, like I already said. Drop me a comment down below. Give me a 1 if you think this one is the flame. Give me a 2 if you're rocking with this one. And give me a 3 if the little one is the way to go for you, just because of your body frame or just what you're comfortable with. I'm going to tell y'all, the ones is going to win it. The ones is going to win it, despite the color. They got this in black too, but it was shiny, like a trash bag. I couldn't rock with it. This one's still better. The one's going to win it. I'm out.